So let's look at the fairy tale versus reality of relationships, right? Let's just say you're in a toxic relationship. Maybe you've been holding on to the vision of the dream that you had. Perhaps you're holding on to the fairy tale that you built in your mind. But you have to remember that, maybe it started with passion. Maybe it started with promises and dreams and hopes and wishes and all of those things. But you have to look at where you are. And now, what are you living? Perhaps it started with those dreams and you believed it was going to be the happily ever after story, and now you find yourself living a nightmare that you're struggling to get out of. A relationship that's more draining than fulfilling, one that leaves you questioning not only relationships, but what's worse than that, it has you questioning yourself, doubting yourself, thinking that maybe you expect too much. Perhaps you're clinging to the hope that things will get better, that perhaps one day, you'll wake up, he'll wake up, she'll wake up, and your partner will change, that one day you'll finally have the relationship that you always dreamed of. But let's be honest, you have to be real. What you're living right now isn't the fairy tale, but what it is what it is. And you have to look at that. Until you acknowledge and accept what is, you won't have the clarity of mind to make the best decision for yourself. It is what it is. What are you going to do with what is? What are you going to do? You're holding on because letting go feels terrifying. The fear of the unknown is keeping you stuck. And you think that, perhaps you're thinking, what if I never find somebody else? What if you regret leaving? Maybe it's better to stay with the devil, right? Like all the stories. It's better to do that than risk the unknown. Maybe you believe that you've got to stay for the kids. But is that what you want for your kids? What advice would you give your kids? But I want you to ask yourself, each and every one of you, no matter what situation you might have around you that is toxic, I want you to ask yourself, what is this relationship really costing me? So I'm asking you, what's it taking from you? Here you are, losing your energy, wishing for things to be different. You're losing your power, feeling weaker by the day, feeling like knowing that you are not yourself. Knowing that you're not that energetic, dynamic self that came into this situation. You're losing your happiness, you're losing your health. But again, you're not here to live in fear. You're here to love and to be loved. You're not here to survive on the scraps of someone else's affection, the little bits that they'll give you every now and then, the little crumbs. In your heart, in your heart of hearts, that it's not good for you. And not only is it that it's not good for you, but you, on some level, value yourself so little, so poorly, that you are choosing to let fear dictate your life.